15 shortages that will hit Americans hard this winter. Americans are settling into a new phase of the economy, where GDP is growing, but we're also suffering from an extreme scarcity of things like fuel, car parts, diapers, shipping containers, and workers. This is the everything shortage. We're also seeing substantial price hikes and empty shelves in grocery and retail stores as the supply chain crisis becomes surprisingly complex. Let's explore 15 shortages that will hit Americans hard this winter. Diapers. There's a growing crisis impacting parents across the U.S. when it comes to child care and wellness. Research released by the National Diaper Bank Network reports that nearly half of U.S. families with young children struggle to afford diapers. They're now averaging around $30 per pack as diaper prices continue to surge. This increase places a financial burden on parents as they are spending nearly $100 a month. To cope with the diaper shortage, parents are considering buying in bulk at warehouse clubs or looking for online sales to save money. Fuel. Gasoline prices are getting more expensive and are just pennies away from their highest level so far this year. The lack of fuel is a significant concern that has already begun to affect certain areas such as Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana. One key factor contributing to the fuel shortage is refinery outages in Texas, which have been caused by mechanical issues. These outages have reduced gasoline production and consequently the supply of fuel in many gas stations across the country. Other refineries are also in the process of transitioning to winter fuel production, leading to a squeeze in the fuel market. Gas Buddy predicts that fuel prices will rise by as much as $1 per gallon in the coming days in the affected regions due to falling inventories. Pharmaceuticals. Drug shortages are reaching near record levels in the United States. There were 309 active drug shortages in the second quarter of this year, the most in nearly a decade and rising sharply over the last 2 years. Nearly a third of 1,100 hospital pharmacists in a recent survey reported having to ration, delay, or cancel treatments or procedures. Among the hardest hit were cancer patients. More than half of the pharmacists said scarcity of chemotherapy drugs have a critical impact on the care of patients. Car batteries. Global automaker GM announced that it will halt production at the assembly plant in Ontario from mid-October until springtime next year due to a shortage of the batteries required for building electric delivery vehicles. Approximately 1,100 workers out of the 15 at the facility outside London will be affected by the shutdown, throwing their lives and those of their families once again into extreme uncertainty. Major automakers like Ford and Porsche have all reported delays, constraints, and increased expenses related to car batteries in their recent financial results. Unexpected delays in ramping up battery production have been experienced, signaling that bottlenecks in the battery supply chain are a significant issue for the auto industry. Individuals considering purchasing vehicles should be aware of delays and higher costs. Halloween chocolate. The lack of Halloween chocolate is a consequence of challenges affecting the cocoa and sugar supply chains, which in turn are impacting chocolate production. The production in major cocoa-producing regions such as Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, and the Ivory Coast, which collectively account for 75% of the world's cocoa crops, has sharply declined. This decline is attributed to various factors, including droughts affecting crop yields and fertilizer shortages. There is also a concurrent sugar shortfall driven by extreme weather conditions and reduced exports from India. These combined challenges are resulting in empty shelves at grocery stores during the Halloween season. Chocolate demand is at its highest level in over a decade, leading to price increases of approximately 23% in 2023. Popular toys. This shortfall is a result of a complex set of factors affecting the production and availability of these sought-after items. The unavailability of plastic, combined with labor issues and supply chain disruptions, is impacting Chinese and domestic toy manufacturers. Several of the hottest toys of the year, including Lego sets, Marvel toys, Barbie dolls, LOL surprise dolls, and even Furbies, are either selling out quickly or marked as currently unavailable in many online stores. This heightened demand for popular toys has been met with limited supplies, leading to increased difficulty in obtaining these items. Onion rings. The unavailability of onion rings is a concerning issue, which is due to difficulties in sourcing a specific type of onion that is known for making exceptionally good onion rings. The severity of the situation depends on various factors, including import levels from Mexico and domestic losses in onion production. Restaurants need to consider alternatives or raise prices. Retailers will also have to limit purchases to ensure a steady supply of the product throughout the year. Consumers who enjoy this side dish will need to be flexible in their choices or expect changes in pricing and availability. Rock salt. It is a crucial de-icing product used to maintain safe road conditions during snowy and icy weather. This shortage has arisen due to disruptions in the shipment of rock salt through the national waterway transportation systems, which experience difficulties during the summer. This is partly worrisome because it leads to hazardous road conditions and unsafe driving during the winter months. For individuals in regions where rock salt is essential for safety during the winter, it is advisable to be vigilant and act swiftly when this product becomes available on store shelves. Back-to-school supplies. The shortage of back-to-school supplies has emerged due to a combination of factors, including supply chain disruptions and retailers canceling billions of dollars worth of orders earlier in the year. Parents and students are encountering limited choices and lower stock levels, especially toward the end of the back-to-school period. This insufficiency has led to rising prices, with some essential school supplies like crayons, highlighters, pens, and pencils seeing an average price increase of 18.5% over the past year. Items like planners, binders, and folders have experienced even higher price increases, with costs rising by an average of 48.5%. The price of paper and forms used in schools and offices has surged by 80%. Consumers are advised to be proactive in their back-to-school shopping, purchasing essential items quickly to ensure they have what they need for the school year. ADHD medication. The shortfall of medications such as Adderall and other related medications is a significant concern for individuals who rely on these treatments, particularly children returning to school. The deficit is attributed to various pharmaceutical companies involved in producing these medications being listed on the FDA shortage website. Many young people with ADHD depend on these medications to manage their symptoms effectively and succeed academically. Without proper treatment, children with ADHD face challenges such as academic underachievement and behavioral issues. This scarcity is expected to persist until at least December of the current year. Consequently, patients and parents are encouraged to stay informed about the situation. Snowblowers and shovels. The scarcity of snowblowers and shovels is a consequence of increased demand stemming from unexpected weather patterns. In 2022, there was a surge in snowfall in the United States and Canada, leading to a heightened demand for snow removal equipment. As a result, manufacturers are now warning that they will not be able to meet even 50% of the demand for these products in the coming winter season. Due to the surge in demand experienced in the previous winter, manufacturers are struggling to keep up with production and stockpiling for the next season. Air purifiers. The shortage of air purifiers is a consequence of increased demand as people seek ways to improve indoor air quality. This heightened demand has led to a surge in sales of air filters and purifiers, as reported by Amazon. Whirlpool, a major home goods manufacturer, has witnessed a significant increase in demand for its HEAP air purifiers in 2023, with sales more than doubling compared to previous years. While this is beneficial for the company, it means that supplies of air purifiers and air filters for the fall and winter seasons will become limited. Moreover, prices for these products are expected to rise due to the growing demand. Salmon. The shortage is primarily driven by a significant decline in salmon populations in regions like Alaska and California. Climate change has led to warmer waters, which negatively impact salmon populations. Additionally, overfishing, pollution, and disease have further exacerbated the problem. In the case of Alaska, to protect the remaining salmon population, both commercial and recreational salmon fishing have been banned for the entire 2023 fishing season, marking the first such ban in nearly 2 decades. As a result, the availability of salmon, especially Chinook salmon, has decreased significantly. Firewood. The undersupply of firewood is a growing concern as winter approaches. This shortage is attributed to a combination of factors that have disrupted the firewood supply chain. The demand for firewood has increased since the start of the health crisis as more people turn to wood heat. However, several challenges have compounded the situation, including staffing problems and rising costs associated with logging and kiln drying. Additionally, there are concerns about increased demand for wood stoves. Rising oil prices and worries about further increases have also led to higher demand for firewood as an alternative heating source. These factors have resulted in increased prices for firewood, making it more expensive for consumers. Individuals who rely on wood heating will need to plan and purchase firewood when it's available. Pumpkin pie. The undersupply of pumpkin, particularly for use in traditional dishes, is a consequence of adverse weather conditions that have affected pumpkin crops in the tri-state region. Farmers in this area have experienced a significant loss of pumpkin crops ranging from 25 to 30% due to factors such as heat waves and abnormally dry weather patterns during the summer. These unfavorable weather conditions have made it challenging for farmers to cultivate pumpkins, leading some producers to abandon the crop in favor of more profitable alternatives. Water shortages have also played a role in limiting pumpkin production. For consumers, it's advisable to act promptly and secure these items when they become available, as they will be in limited supply for the season. In anticipation of winter, it is imperative to brace for supply shortages that will disrupt daily routines. Comment down below on what you think, and leave a like if you find value in the content we do here on this channel. Hit the subscribe button for all the latest updates, and we'll see you in the next video.